Just a few days ago, a 68-year-old man sat across from me and said something I hear all the time. He looked down at his stomach and said, "I guess this belly is just part of getting older. There's nothing I can do about it." And honestly, for years, he believed that was the truth. But when I showed him the results of a long-term study that followed thousands of adults over 60, his entire expression changed. The research showed that seniors who used a few very specific, age-appropriate movements lost inches from their waist in just weeks, while those doing traditional workouts barely saw any change at all. Here's the part that surprises most people. Your metabolism hasn't failed you. Your hormones haven't given up on you. The real problem is simple. No one ever taught you how to exercise in a way that works with your body after 60, not against it. These are not exhausting workouts or painful crunches that leave your back sore and your knees aching. They are safe, targeted movements that doctors actually recommend. And one of them, which I'll show you last, has been shown to dramatically increase fat-burning hormones in older adults. Many people over the age of 60 believe that gaining belly fat is simply a natural and unavoidable part of getting older. As the years pass, they notice their waistline expanding and assume it is the price they must pay for aging. This belief is reinforced by common messages in society that associate aging with weight gain, slower metabolism, and physical decline. As a result, many seniors feel discouraged and resign themselves to the idea that nothing can be done. They stop trying to exercise effectively or never start at all, convinced that their efforts would be pointless. However, this assumption is not based on solid evidence, but rather on long-standing myths and incomplete information. Aging itself is not the direct cause of stubborn belly fat. In many cases, the real issue is that people continue using exercise methods that are no longer suitable for their changing bodies. When results do not appear, they mistakenly blame age instead of the approach. This misunderstanding creates a cycle of frustration, inactivity, and further weight gain. Recognizing that belly fat after 60 is not inevitable is the first and most important step. Once this mental barrier is removed, people become open to smarter, age-appropriate strategies that can genuinely improve their health and body composition. If you are over 60 and still believe that belly fat is something you must simply live with, this is your wake-up call. The truth is, once you understand that age is not the enemy, you can finally take control again. The key is not harder workouts or exhausting cardio, but smarter, age-appropriate movements that work with your body instead of against it. This is exactly what we focus on here. Practical, safe, and proven strategies designed specifically for seniors who want real results. Now, this is where you come in. If this message resonates with you, do not stop here. Make sure you subscribe so you never miss future videos and tips created to help you stay strong, lean, and confident after 60. Each new video builds on the last, giving you clear guidance you can actually follow at home. And before you go, leave a comment below. Tell us your age and where you are watching from, or share what has been holding you back from exercising consistently. Your comment not only helps us understand your needs better, but it also encourages others who are facing the same challenges. Let us start this conversation together. For many adults over 60, the biggest obstacle to losing belly fat is not a lack of effort, but a mismatch between their bodies and the exercises they are doing. Most people continue to follow workout advice designed for younger individuals: high-impact cardio, endless crunches, or long, exhausting routines. While these methods may work at 30 or 40, they often fail later in life. As the body ages, muscle activation patterns change, recovery slows, and joint sensitivity increases. When older adults rely on outdated exercise strategies, they see minimal results and often experience discomfort or injury. This leads to a dangerous conclusion. They assume exercise doesn't work anymore. In reality, it is the method that no longer works. Traditional workouts often ignore deep core muscles, hormonal responses, and nervous system changes that become critical after 60. Without addressing these factors, fat loss, especially around the belly, becomes extremely difficult. The breakthrough comes when exercises are adapted to work with the body's new chemistry instead of fighting against it. Targeted, low-impact movements that activate deep muscles and support hormonal balance can produce far better results in less time. Understanding this shift is essential. Once people stop blaming themselves and start changing their approach, progress becomes not only possible, but sustainable. One of the most important realizations for adults over 60 is that effective fat loss does not require painful, high-impact, or extreme exercise. In fact, those approaches often do more harm than good. Joint stress, lower back pain, and slow recovery can quickly turn exercise into a negative experience. This is why many people give up, even though they still want to feel healthier and more confident. The solution lies in movements that are specifically designed to be safe, controlled, and medically sound. Surgeon-approved and clinically tested exercises focus on protecting the joints while activating the muscles that matter most for fat loss, especially the deep core muscles that support posture and stabilize the spine. These movements avoid excessive strain, yet they still stimulate the hormonal and metabolic responses needed to reduce stubborn belly fat. When seniors use exercises that respect how their bodies have changed, something powerful happens. Pain decreases, confidence increases, and consistency becomes much easier. Instead of dreading workouts, people begin to look forward to them. Over time, these gentle but targeted movements build strength, improve balance, and gradually reshape the waistline. This approach proves that after 60, safety and effectiveness are not opposites. They work best together. The fifth idea introduces the first practical movement that targets belly fat in a way most people over 60 have never experienced. Standing knee lifts with resistance may look simple, but they are highly effective because they activate the deep abdominal muscles that often become dormant with age. These muscles, especially the transverse abdominis, act like a natural support belt around the waist. When they are weak or inactive, the belly tends to protrude even in people who are not significantly overweight. Unlike traditional knee lifts used only for warming up, this version adds light resistance and controlled movement patterns. The diagonal lift, combined with slow lowering, forces the core to stabilize the body, improving strength and balance at the same time. This controlled tension is critical for stimulating fat-burning hormones in older adults without placing stress on the joints or lower back. Another key advantage of this exercise is accessibility. It can be done at home, requires minimal equipment, and takes only a few minutes. When performed consistently, standing knee lifts with resistance help reawaken deep core muscles, improve posture, and create the foundation needed for reducing stubborn belly fat safely and effectively after 60. The sixth idea focuses on a simple but highly effective movement: modified wall push-ups with proper core engagement. Many people over 60 avoid push-ups because traditional floor versions feel too difficult or place strain on the shoulders and lower back. However, wall push-ups remove these barriers while still delivering powerful results when performed correctly. What makes this exercise especially effective is not the arm movement itself, but the continuous activation of the core. By keeping the body in a straight line and tightening the abdominal muscles throughout the motion, the exercise turns into a full-body movement. This active plank position forces the deep core muscles to work, increasing calorie burn and directly targeting belly fat. Another major advantage is adaptability. The distance from the wall can be adjusted to control intensity, making the exercise suitable for all fitness levels. As strength improves, stepping farther back gradually increases the challenge without increasing injury risk. When practiced consistently, modified wall push-ups help reduce waist circumference, improve posture, and build functional strength. This makes them an ideal fat loss exercise for adults over 60 who want safe, efficient, and sustainable results. The seated bicycle rotation is a perfect example of how smart exercise can outperform intense workouts, especially after 60. This movement allows you to target deep core muscles and stubborn belly fat while protecting your lower back and joints. By staying seated, you remove balance concerns and reduce strain. Yet the controlled rotation and knee lift still create a strong metabolic response. It is ideal for anyone who has avoided core exercises due to discomfort or fear of injury. Now, this is where action matters. Knowing about these exercises is only the first step. Using them consistently is what creates real change. If you want more practical, senior-friendly exercises like this, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you never miss upcoming videos. Each new lesson is designed to help you stay active, independent, and confident as you age. And do not forget to leave a comment below. Tell us which exercise you are most excited to try, or what challenges you face when it comes to staying active after 60. Your experience could inspire someone else to take their first step today. Standing side bends combined with controlled breathing represent a powerful yet often overlooked approach to reducing belly fat after 60. Unlike fast or forceful movements, this exercise emphasizes slow, deliberate motion paired with deep, intentional breathing. This combination activates the oblique and deep core muscles while also engaging the nervous system in a way that supports fat burning rather than fat storage. One of the key benefits of this movement is its impact on stress. As people age, elevated stress hormones, especially cortisol, can make belly fat more stubborn and harder to lose. The extended exhale and steady rhythm used in this exercise help calm the nervous system and lower stress levels. This creates an internal environment where the body is more willing to release stored fat. In addition, standing side bends improve flexibility, posture, and breathing capacity, all of which tend to decline with age. The wider stance provides stability, while the side-to-side motion gently strengthens the core without compressing the spine. When practiced consistently, this exercise not only supports waist reduction, but also promotes relaxation, balance, and overall well-being, making it an ideal choice for sustainable fat loss after 60. The ninth idea introduces the single most effective movement for eliminating stubborn belly fat after 60, the metabolic bridge hold. Unlike traditional exercises that focus on constant motion, this technique relies on isometric contraction combined with precise breathing. This unique combination activates every major core muscle at the same time, including deep stabilizers that are rarely engaged in standard workouts. As a result, it creates a strong hormonal and metabolic response that is especially beneficial for older adults. What makes the metabolic bridge hold so powerful is efficiency. In just a few minutes a day, the body is placed under continuous, controlled tension, which signals the release of fat-burning hormones that tend to decline with age. The added breathing pattern further increases blood flow to stubborn fat areas, making it easier for the body to use stored fat as energy. Equally important, this exercise is joint-friendly and safe. Performed on the floor with full support, it reduces stress on the knees and spine, while improving posture and core stability. When practiced consistently, the metabolic bridge hold not only shrinks the waistline, but also strengthens the muscles that support long-term mobility and independence after 60. The final idea emphasizes a crucial principle for lasting fat loss after 60. Consistency always outweighs intensity. Many older adults believe they need to push harder, sweat more, or train longer to see results. In reality, this mindset often leads to burnout, soreness, or injury. The body after 60 responds far better to regular, moderate exercise performed with proper form than to occasional intense workouts. Small daily actions create stronger metabolic signals than sporadic effort. Timing also plays an important role. Gentle, targeted exercises performed at the same time each day, especially in the morning, can enhance fat burning by aligning with natural hormonal rhythms. Morning movement helps activate metabolism when insulin levels are lower, making it easier for the body to access stored fat. This approach supports steady progress without overwhelming the nervous system or joints. Perhaps most importantly, consistency builds confidence. When exercise feels manageable and safe, people are more likely to stick with it. Over time, these habits compound, leading not only to a smaller waistline, but also better posture, reduced pain, and improved energy. After 60, sustainable results come from patience, routine, and respect for the body, not extremes. While reducing belly fat is often the main motivation, the true value of these exercises goes far beyond changes in appearance. For adults over 60, physical activity must support long-term health, mobility, and independence. The movements introduced in this routine are designed to strengthen the core, improve balance, and support the muscles that protect the spine and joints. This directly translates into better posture, reduced risk of falls, and greater ease in daily activities such as walking, standing, and lifting. Another important benefit is pain reduction. Many participants report less lower back discomfort and stiffness within weeks of practicing these exercises consistently. By activating deep, stabilizing muscles and improving blood flow, the body becomes more resilient and better aligned. This often leads to improved sleep quality and higher daily energy levels. In addition, regular movement positively affects mental health. Exercise supports circulation to the brain, reduces stress hormones, and promotes a sense of control and confidence. For people over 60, this holistic improvement is critical. These exercises are not just about losing inches around the waist. They are about building a stronger, more capable body that supports an active and fulfilling life. One of the most common mistakes adults over 60 make is trying to change everything at once. After years of inactivity or frustration with exercise, jumping into a full routine can feel overwhelming and unsustainable. That is why this approach encourages starting with just 1 or 2 exercises and allowing the body time to adapt. Small, manageable steps reduce both physical strain and mental resistance, making it far more likely that new habits will stick. Gradual progression is especially important as the body ages. Muscles, joints, and connective tissues need time to strengthen and adjust. By slowly adding exercises or increasing duration, the risk of soreness and injury is greatly reduced. This steady approach builds confidence as the body responds positively, reinforcing motivation to continue. Perhaps most importantly, starting small creates consistency. When exercise feels achievable, it becomes part of a daily routine rather than a burden. Over weeks and months, these modest efforts compound into meaningful results: reduced belly fat, better movement, and improved energy. For adults over 60, lasting transformation does not come from extremes, but from patience, persistence, and respecting the body's pace. At this point, you have seen that real change after 60 is not only possible, but achievable with the right approach. The exercises and principles shared here are designed to work with your body, not against it. However, information alone does not create results. Action does. The decision to start, even with one small step, is what separates lasting progress from continued frustration. If you want ongoing guidance, practical routines, and proven strategies tailored specifically for adults over 60, make sure you subscribe now. Subscribing ensures you stay connected to new videos that support your health, strength, and independence as you age. Each video builds on the last, helping you move forward with clarity and confidence. And before you leave, drop a comment below. Tell us your age, where you are watching from, or which exercise you plan to start with first. Your comment matters more than you think. It helps build a supportive community and motivates others who may be standing right where you are today.